Hey everybody, welcome back. We're on episode 5 of bumper paint prep. Today we're going to be sanding some more on the body filler I've applied to the bumper and hopefully getting it ready for primer. Exciting stuff. So we'll do more time lapse this time. All right, so I think this is pretty good now. Some of you might not agree with my techniques here. I'm not trying to get this thing real straight and using long blocks and stuff like that. This thing is bent in many places and I'm not attempting to make it perfectly straight. I am just trying to get some of the major dents out and a lot of the little minor nicks and dings and things that basically punctures that don't go all the way through, where they backed into something and just put a little gouge in it, or I don't know, maybe a flying rock or something. Not really sure. 50 years of abuse, and it's aluminum bumper, heavy, it's thick aluminum, so it doesn't lend itself to being straightened out, at least not with any of the equipment or skills that I have. So I'm just trying to get it to a place where it's going to look halfway decent with some paint on it. It's better than it was when I started this project. And I know it's not straight, it's bent, down on the far end. What I'm going to end up doing is shimming this when I install it to make it straight, sit straight on the back of the bus. So yeah, that's where we're at for the moment. I gotta have a couple other people weigh in on this, see what they think, and if it passes the bar, then I'm gonna go ahead and shoot it with some primer. Oh, I still need to sand this whole thing down with like 220 because I've been using a lot of 80 grit on it. So here's where we're at the moment. I had a buddy come over here and we beat the dent out there and there. And I discovered after that pounding session that hairline crack has reappeared where I previously welded this. So I gotta re-weld that now. Which is gonna suck. But it's gotta be done. This on the bottom of the bumper, it's a stress crack. So yeah, I'm gonna take this over to the TIG welder and knock it to it. Just made a random observation here with the sunshine coming in the shop. Had some extra light. And this is my water fill valve port. We last filled the water tanks in Arizona. And look at what this Arizona water dribbling on my paint did. Look at all the mineral deposits in that water that ran along and collected all the way down. Yeah, that's nasty stuff. I gotta get that off of there. So yeah, I just mixed up a bucket of Optimum No Rinse, and I just do it right here in the shop, and I washed and dried this and it's still there. So I am going to see if I can hit this with some Power Clean, get that stuff off of there. Calcium hard water deposits. So I used some of this stuff on it, and I got a good portion of it off, but I can still see it there. A bunch of it came off, but you know, it's probably going to have to be polished to get it out. That quartzite water is nasty stuff. Man, you don't want to get it on your paint. Anyways, back to welding. All right, here's a look at the underside of that crack. So yeah, I'm gonna socket to it. I'm gonna lay down some fat rod in there. Well, there's the weld on the back side. I know it looks like shit, not exactly stacking dimes there. But I left a lot of extra material on there to try and give it some reinforcement. You know, I'm not gonna grind it off this time like I did last time. Now I gotta flip it over and do the other side. All right, the other side turned out a little bit better. I did not want to put a lot of rod in this because, you know, this is on the outside of the bumper. Obviously, I'm going to have to redo some body filler here. This was a problem area before. Did a lot of work to get that flat, and I'm going to have to go redo it. But, you know, that's what happens. You guys told me get it straight before you weld. And I don't know. I mean, we decided to bang out a couple of dents on the other side and we busted this weld. So I guess that means the weld wasn't good enough to begin with, and I would have been pissed because it would have broke on the road, and you know, I'd be repainting the bumper again. So I guess I'm happy that I'm discovering it now before things are way down the road. So I got a good Jackson welding hood with a nice big lens. I can see what the hell I'm doing. All right, I ground out that portion of this body failure was damaged when I welded near it, and I'm going to go ahead and refill that. It's kind of trying to be a nice day today. The sun's out now. I like to have a little longer to work with this stuff, and I'm not going to be sanding it this evening anyways, so a little less hardener is fine by me. Yeah, I don't want to be getting it all over the bumper. Usually I do this on my workbench, not right on the bumper, but there's a reason I'm out here. I got good light, the sun is out. I want to mix that stuff in until it's all the same color. I kind of like having two spatulas on hand here when I'm doing this. It's kind of handy. Alright, I don't get that hardener mixed in there good yet. This was a little low over here before, so I'm gonna go ahead and put some more on that. It's kind of not cooperating with me here. It's kind of dragging across when I'm trying to smooth it out. Sorry I don't have the camera on this side, but it'd be pointing into the sun. It was a better place to put it where it is. So I've asked a friend to see if he'd be interested in painting this for me. He does hot rods and stuff, and he's a perfectionist. And he's probably going to want to fine-tune a lot of what I've done here, prove it. So this will get better. This will get better when a professional gets his hands on it and makes it right. Yeah, I gotta go clean up.